Okay. I'm guessing that if you are watching this video, you have seen part one, in which I tell you the reason for my deep depression and my even deeper rage. Just to recap, after spending several decades depriving myself of a wide range of creature comforts so I could grow this wonderful miniature museum, my ass clown of a landlord cut a hole in the wall between two businesses and allowed a documented thief full access to our stuff during the time that we were out of state caring for a loved one with dementia. And our collection was gutted, thousands of dollars. And in the months since, working around several amputation surgeries, we've been opening boxes and we just keep finding more and more missing. Again, thousands of dollars. So, after spending the last decade or two staying off of social media, because in a world where so many people have something to say, you all were saying it just fine. Didn't need my 2 cents. But now I've decided to go for it. It's as though I feel I have no other choice. Because this is the death of a museum. I mean, yeah, it's a ma and pa museum, but a museum nonetheless, with pieces in it made by artisans who are already in other museums. And the coda to all of this, as you may recall, is that even as we were sorting and working and sweating and creating, we were all doing it, apparently, knee-deep in asbestos. All of this is a gross violation of the law, of course, on the part of the landlord. So, drum roll, I've decided what I'm going to do about it. Wait for it. I am going to call him. I know it sounds anticlimactic, but stay with me a moment. I don't mean that I'm going to give him a little jingle like you call your neighbor and ask them if they're bringing their signature mac and cheese to your barbecue. No, I'm going to call him. I'm going to call him until he gives me a good answer for why he cut a giant hole between two businesses, did everything without inspections or permits, why he cut a hole between two separate commercial buildings, but also this man who is a commercial landlord and a licensed insurance agent who should know better, why he would let us go through this. Why would he break the law? So, because there is no good answer, and because he's arrogant and power mad, he won't answer. Why? Because there is no answer he can give that isn't damning. He either knowingly exposed his senior citizen tenants to very dangerous asbestos and the risk of yanking down a load-bearing wall, or he's an insurance agent and owner of multiple century-old commercial buildings who doesn't know about pesky things like asbestos and permits. So he cannot give an exculpatory answer because no exculpatory answer exists. So he'll hang up on me and I will call back. And he will hang up and I'll call back. Hang up, call back. Hang up, call back. Hang up, call back. I'm going to call and call and call. By the way, I'm a huge fan of Mona Shaw. Google her if you don't remember her. She sadly passed, but in her moment, she was magnificent. Now, I can't do what she did, walk into a place of business with a hammer and start swinging, because even though I would love to do that, remember those amputations? I have someone who very much depends on me, just as 4 wonderful rescue pets depend on me every day, and one of them is getting very close to the end. He's very old. So I cannot go to jail, because if I smash things with a hammer, that's exactly what will happen. Hell, we had our window broken just after a mild Q&A with the landlord about all of this. So I'm going to call and call and call. But jokes aside, and this is a big but, jokes aside, I cannot do it unless there are people out there, even just in a cyber sense, people out there watching, because if I did this and nobody was watching, I would be afraid of what would happen to me. I don't trust some of the people in this town, not the landlord, not the power brokers, not the police, although there are several great police on that force who it's my honor to know, and I would be remiss if I didn't say that. But seriously, I want people to be able to see what happens when I do this simple thing. Ask for an explanation about why my lauded landlord breaks the law all the time. Okay, and for those of you who are worried about me breaking the law, well, I must tell you, although I'm not a lawyer, nor, to paraphrase an old joke of a commercial, nor do I play one on TV, research is kind of my bag, meaning it used to be a big part of my profession. So I've done my law homework, and I will address that in another video, which might be painfully boring and dry. So I'm going to record it buck naked. Just kidding.